What's up everyone, it's Austin Rutherford and welcome to my channel where we talk all things business, finance, and real estate. So I made a video and I put it on TikTok and it went absolutely viral. And the amount of hate that I got from it was unreal. So in this video, I'm gonna show you that video and debunk 99.9% of the statements that were in the comment section. So let's run that TikTok video so you can see it.
So I thought I was doing a lot. I had 60 rental properties and about $10 million in real estate owned, but wait 1 minute.
Got 242 units, $32 million in real estate.
Boom!
2,500 units, $175 million.
Boom!
220 houses, $25 million.
Boom!
About 1,500 units, $45 million.
Boom!
4,288 units, $335 million.
Boom!
So if you do the math, that's 8,810 units owned by everybody in that video. And I can promise you, the guys in that video did not sit there and get handed a massive handout or an inheritance from their family. Most guys got it 100% out of the mud. And as I was scrolling through the comments, here's some of the comments that I came across, which is just mind-boggling to me. But somebody said, damn, these guys are the problem with affordable housing. I can't even get into a starter home because the markets have shifted so much. These are the people partly responsible for the cost of living being so high. Keep raising the rent, feed that ego. Hey, it's some of the people destroying the real estate market. What's up, guys? This is why no one is taking FHA loans. And if you're a first-time home buyer, you can't even find a house. These are the dudes who don't let anyone else buy and drive prices up through the roof. And this is the reason the middle class is being gutted and are struggling to afford houses. How's it feel, boys? You love the United States and your fellow countrymen, or do you just love money? So let me go through and debunk all of these statements. So being a landlord, mom and pop landlord, like myself, like the other guys in there, and being a hedge fund with hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars behind you are drastically different, severely different, and you have a misconception of the mom and pop. You may be referring to the hedge fund, which I'm gonna explain why. And I can promise you, the mom and pop landlords are not the people you're talking about in that video. Because I can tell you from personal experience, we don't have money to blow. We need to buy houses that actually make a profit. We cannot overpay for houses because we actually have to make a profit. We can't run at a loss. In the tech world, it's called a burn rate. So if our burn rate is $1 million a month, that means they're losing $1 million a month, which hedge funds can do because they have massive amounts of money behind them. Mom and pops cannot do that, so we need to buy houses at the right prices to then be able to cash flow positive. So just to put a point of differentiation between the two, let's go through mom and pops buying criteria, and let's go through hedge funds buying criteria. Hedge funds buying criteria: buy everything, pay market price or higher and overpay for things. Charge a rental rate that makes sense for them financially based on their cost in the property, not according to the market. Let the house sit there for rent until somebody ends up overpaying for the property and they have money to blow. Mom and pops buy things that actually work number-wise. So buy things based on the numbers, pay 30% less than market rates because we need to be able to make a profit. They don't. Charge market rate rents or less than hedge funds, and we have to operate at an actual profit. So people coming in saying that these mom and pops are the problem, we are not the highest bidding people. Like hedge funds may be outbidding you. You may be trying to put an offer in a house for 200 grand, hedge funds paying 225. We, on the other hand, you're offering 200 grand, we're offering 160, 170, 180 because we need to make a profit. And let's be honest now, most of the houses that we're buying are absolutely destroyed. So these are houses you wouldn't be buying anyways, or that you couldn't get financing for because they're not livable. So we're buying houses with mold, with foundation problems, with termite problems that need 30, 40, 50, 60, $70,000 of work to get them livable again. So in all reality, we're not really even fighting for that much of the same types of properties because we're buying properties that are severely in disarray because we need to be able to buy them at such a discount to be able to make it profitable for us. It's not the mom and pop landlords that you're fighting over with. It's the hedge funds that you're fighting over with. And I don't disagree with you. I 100% agree. 5 to 10 years from now, the American dream of home ownership will be non-existent for the average everyday family because hedge funds are coming in and literally buying up everything. I know some hedge funds that their buy box is 105% of value. Like they're offering 105% of value because they have so much money to place. That extra 5% doesn't make a difference to them because they're in it for the long haul and they're going to make money over the long term. So if I were you, like myself, while we still can buy houses, I would recommend buying as many houses as possible. I didn't start out with a bunch of houses. I didn't start out with a bunch of money. I learned a skill of how to find houses, how to market to houses, and how to negotiate the right price on these houses, how to raise private money to fund these deals, and how to start owning real estate and specifically rental property. So I didn't start out knowing how to do that. I took the same information that's available from this that we all have, and I Googled and I YouTubed and I hired a mentor to learn something, and then I went out and implemented it, and I've created a business out of it, and I've created wealth out of it, just like anybody else out in the world can do the same exact thing. So you're sitting there with these Twitter fingers talking about how we're the problem with society. We're not the problem with society. We are not even competing in the same marketplace that you are. We're buying two entirely different asset classes, and we're keeping things way more affordable than the hedge funds are. And the other big thing here is, of those 8,810 units, 90 to 95% of those units are apartment buildings. The average everyday person is not buying apartment buildings. Hedge funds and big business owners own apartment buildings. So it's not the problem that they own all these units, because they have to be rental properties. Are you gonna buy a 19-unit apartment building and live in all 19 units? No. You might live in one, probably not, and it's meant to be a rental property. So the goal is to rent them out as much as possible to provide places for people to live. And the other thing that kills me is that they say that
landlords don't add any value to the community, and they're just leeching off of people.
Okay, apartment buildings. Again, who's gonna live in those? Who's gonna own those? They gotta pay rent to somebody. Again, you cannot own an apartment building. You can own a single family house or a duplex or a triplex or a quadplex, but you can't own an apartment building. So it just frustrated me when I saw these comments, because in all reality, like, of all those guys there, they're buying maybe 5 to 10 single family houses per month. A lot of it is apartment buildings. Hedge funds are buying hundreds of single family houses every single month. So I understand the frustration. I do, I get it 100%, and I 100% agree with you, but it's directed at the wrong people. It shouldn't be directed at the individuals just trying to make a living for themselves. It should be directed at the hedge funds that have billions and billions of dollars that borrow it at 1% interest, that can go out there and buy whatever they want to buy because they're only paying 1% interest at it. That is going to be a problem in 5 to 10 years, in my personal opinion. I think the dream of home ownership in 5 to 10 years is really going to be non-existent anymore. So if you want to learn exactly how I've been able to build my real estate portfolio, if you click the link in the description below, I can teach you exactly step by step exactly how you can start owning rental properties today and be on the ownership side rather than the renting side, and create wealth for you and your family. So click the link in the description below. While you're down there, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Drop any questions or comments you have in the comment section. Hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can get all this content going forward. As always, appreciate you being here. See you on the next one.